All right, welcome YouTubers. Week 7 coming up in the NFL. Kind of a disappointing week 6. I went 0 for 4 on my primary picks. I'll just quickly go through those. Let's see. I wanted Kansas City. I was a little surprised that they were a favorite at 3.5 at home, but nonetheless, the Chiefs were up 17-3 at the end of the first quarter. I thought they were rolling, but they only scored one more touchdown, and eventually Houston was up by a touchdown and tried to cover 3.5. When you're down a touchdown, that's more than the 10 that even has a chance. So yeah, big disappointing loss there, but not terribly surprised, but not as disappointing as the other 3 losses, which I also advocated Baltimore over Cincinnati as a multiple and fixed pick. Again, they also were in the martingale. Baltimore just as a little bit of money because I had some Cincinnati looking too. Anyways, big line, 10.5. Baltimore kind of struggled all day long. They were probably winning by 10 most of the game, I think, and then 3-something left in the fourth quarter. They finally kicked a field goal to get up by 13, and then gave up a meaningless last-minute 2-minute drive. And whether the Cincinnati kicked the field goal or scored a touchdown, they wouldn't have covered. They ended up scoring a touchdown, and Baltimore, just ran the clock out basically. So disappointing backdoor there. Washington, same deal. They were up 7-0 and 17-10 as laying 6 points to Miami in Miami. Of course, Miami, they give up a last-minute drive, and Miami scores with 6 seconds left, and rather than sending it to overtime, they decide to go for 2, win or lose, thus ensuring the cover for Miami. So that kind of disappointing. Not that Washington would have scored a touchdown and tied it in overtime, but at least give us a chance. And the last game of the evening was Atlanta. Again, Atlanta giving 3 on the road in Arizona. Kind of struggled all game again. They were down pretty big, actually. Rallied back, and then again with under 2 minutes to left in the game, they score a touchdown. Looks like they're going to tie the game, head to overtime, maybe a good chance of covering or winning. But of course they missed the field goal, missed the extra point attempt, and that was it. That was the ball game. So that was kind of fluky. That should have been at least an overtime or some other chance. But all 4 losses, tough losses. That being said, that's the game. So I'll be like 3 and 4. So yeah, the rest of my picks that were martingale down here, only Seattle made any hay on it. So again, big losses on the martingale on the $9,000 or whatever was out there, 9 and change. I lost 7,000 or 7,100 practically. Lost 8,000 on the fixed and lost 4,000 on the multiple. We'll see what that does to the ROI in a little bit here, but I'll be negative because I'll be 3 and 4 with these primary for the season instead of took my 3 and 0 to 3 and 4, which sucked. But some of those same characters are out again this week. We'll see what happens. Jacksonville for 1,000, Atlanta for 1,000, Washington for 1,000, and the LA Chargers will be 2,000 on the multiple scheme. So that's a total of $5,000 out there. So that's a difference, the first difference of the year. Fixed will be the same, 4 teams, just $2,000 a game. So Jacksonville, Atlanta, Washington, and Chargers, all 2,000. That's $8,000 out there. So Martingale has $6,700 out there distributed. Jacksonville $1,239, Atlanta $1,239, Green Bay for $512, Washington for $1,239, and the LA Chargers for $2,478. So yeah, hopefully I'm not too far down, but get back in the black would be nice. Let's see how the other YouTubers did. Actually, let me do the watch list first, just for the heck of it. So again, that marches down to Jacksonville in Cincinnati. I don't know what to say about that one. Maybe they'll get some points and cover. Atlanta and the Rams are kind of balancing them out in the 1 loss, but Atlanta has the 2 loss there, so they're just getting credit for the 2 loss in the martingale. Green Bay playing Oakland. Okay, not much to say there. Washington, San Francisco. Washington at home at least. Should be a big dog. Big dog at home there. At least they're at home, not on the road like this last week. And the Chargers and Tennessee are kind of battling each other out. I just gave it 2 picks, 3 minus 1. So neither team looking particularly well. And that's it for the technical side of things that week. How the YouTubers do. Overall, pretty poor for the week, but there were a couple winners. Geo Knows went 3-1 to bring himself to 10-13 on the season, or negative 78.20 is the current balance if I'm betting $2,000 per pick here. Half Moon when it did an offer, just like I did, and he had a couple of the teams that I did, Washington, Kansas City, that at least Washington was very disappointing to lose with 6 seconds left. 10-13, again minus 78.20. Logan Schiff ended up going 2-3, bringing his. He's still a winner now. He's 16-14, plus 1,088. Although he dropped off his high. Teddy Bear didn't play this week. I went 0 for on both my systems, 0 for 4. To go 3-4, and both of them are negative now, negative 25.46. And I'll be establishing a new out of pocket this week because whatever I bet, 4 more bets, right? Or 5 more bets in this case over here. Big moves. And OSGA Sports picked up a win with his sole HES pick. I think he split on his underovers, but 1 win to go now 8-6. Gets him a new high for the year of 25.44. So keep an eye on all those guys. Let me do the ROI chart. It's going to be negative. So we're in week 4 out here. Everybody's slightly negative, and we're going to try to get that back. Nobody more than 25%. But let's see, my multiple is down 6% ROI. And the Martingales are down 22, and the fix is down 12 off the highs that they were last week. So, yeah, disappointing. But, again, you got to ride the up and down. We'll see if I can blast out of it this week or if it takes a little longer for some of those picks. Anyways, good luck, everybody. See you.